Hey Kai, have you thought about taking that English class we talked about?
Not really. English seems so hard, and I don't know if I'll ever be good at it.
I understand it can be challenging, but trust me, it's worth it. English is like a superpower in today's world.
A superpower? How so?
Well, for starters, English is the global language of communication. Think about it. If you ever want to travel the world, English will help you connect with people from all over. Imagine ordering food in Italy or asking for directions in Japan. English can be your translator. So many amazing educational resources, books, and online courses are in English. It opens doors to a whole new world of knowledge. In today's job market, strong English skills are a big plus. It can help you land your dream job or even get promoted.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. English really does unlock a lot of opportunities.
Exactly. Plus, learning English can be fun. You can watch movies and TV shows you love, listen to music, and even play video games all in English. It's a great way to immerse yourself in the language and learn naturally.
Maybe you're right. I wouldn't mind understanding the lyrics to my favorite songs.
See, there you go. There are so many resources available these days. We could even practice together.
You'd be willing to do that?
Absolutely. Learning is always more fun with a friend.
All right, you convince me. I'm going to give English a try.
That's the spirit. Remember, the most important thing is to have fun and keep practicing.
Dude, you look rough. You okay?
Yeah, kind of. Just feel wiped out, like I could sleep for a week.
You grab any breakfast this morning?
Yeah, a bagel, but that's it. Haven't really touched any water since.
See, that might be your problem. Water is seriously important, especially when you're feeling beat.
I know, but plain water just gets boring, you know?
Totally. But trust me, your body will appreciate it. Water helps with everything, from your brain power to your energy levels.
Really? How does that work?
Well, our brains are like mostly water. So if you're dehydrated, it actually messes with your focus and thinking. Plus, water flushes out all the gunk in your body, keeps everything running smoothly.
Wow, dude, I never thought about it that way.
Exactly. Plus, you can spice up water. Throw in some sliced fruit like cucumber or lemon, or even some fresh mint. Makes it way more refreshing.
Oh, that sounds good actually. I think I'll go grab a water bottle and pimp it out a bit. Thanks for the reminder, Ethan.
No worries. There are even apps that help you track how much water you drink throughout the day.
Cool, I might have to check one of those out. Here's to feeling more hydrated and less like a zombie.
Cheers to that.
I just finished reading this incredible biography about Marie Curie. It was so inspiring.
Biography? Who? Not really my thing. I'd rather watch a documentary.
But reading lets you delve so much deeper. The book talked about her struggles and personal life, things a documentary might skim over.
Maybe, but documentaries are faster. Plus, they have visuals and narration, which keeps me engaged.
I get that, but there's something about the quiet focus of reading. It lets you imagine the scenes and really connect with the characters and ideas.
Fair enough. But what about fiction? Why not just watch a movie or show instead?
There's a special kind of magic in books. A movie condenses the story, edits things out. A book lets the author play with your imagination, create a world that unfolds at your own pace.
I see your point. But let's be honest, some books can be slow or hard to get into. Skimming through a movie might be quicker to find something I enjoy.
That's true, but there are so many books out there. There's bound to be a genre or author you'd love. Plus, the challenge of sticking with a book can be rewarding. You might discover a new favorite world or learn something unexpected.
You do have a point. Maybe I should give it another shot. What kind of books would you recommend for someone who gets bored easily?
Definitely. For starters, maybe try something fast-paced, like a thriller or science fiction novel. Or, if you like humor, a funny essay collection could be a good choice.
Intriguing. Maybe I can find something shorter to start, like a novella. That way, if I don't like it, I haven't invested a ton of time.
Perfect. Even reading for just 20 minutes a day can have benefits for your focus, memory, and even your mood.
All right. You've convinced me. I'll hit the library this weekend and see what I can find.
Great. Let me know what you pick out, and we can chat about it after you read it. Hey Omar, how's your English coming along?
Hey Nadia, it's all right, I guess. I'm definitely learning new words, but grammar is still a bit tricky.
I hear you. Especially verb tenses. There are so many.
Exactly. Past perfect, present perfect continuous, it gets confusing.
But hey, at least we can practice together. Maybe we can quiz each other on some present tense verbs.
Great idea. Okay, how do you say I go to the park every day in the present tense?
Easy. That's I go to the park every day. Present tense is about habits and routines.
Okay, good. Your turn. How do you say we were studying English yesterday in the present tense?
That one uses the present continuous tense because the action, studying, happened recently but isn't finished yet. So it would be we are studying English because we're still learning.
Right. I see the difference now. This is actually kind of fun.
Totally. Maybe later we can practice with some speaking exercises we found online.
Sounds good. Learning with a friend makes it much easier.
Definitely. And hey, don't worry about making mistakes. That's how we learn.
Thanks, Nadia. You're a good friend.
You too, Omar. Hi everyone, I'm Sonia. I'm making conversation audio to help you learn English. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm new on YouTube and I need your support for making more new videos.